How's everybody doing? How you doing, guys? I'm here again. Today, we're gonna be talking about food because there's just too many things going on with our food. A lot of bills are being passed, a lot of laws are being passed, and people, I've been saying it for a long time. I've been saying it for a long time. Um, it happened with Burger King. I got a burger and I left it on the counter on the toaster, and I had two of them, and one fell behind the toaster, and I was like, I know I had two hamburgers, so I just ate that one hamburger, and then it was like 1 week or 2 weeks. I I was making waffles, and the waffles popped out and went in the back of the toaster, and I found my hamburger, and it didn't have no mold. I opened it up. I looked at it. It looked like because we used to go to these antique stores, and you'll see food displays. So I said, this looks like a food display. Plus, it didn't get spoiled, no mold, nothing. So, I had to question it. And ever since, you know, I really wasn't, I really didn't start eating fast food until I was 21. And then from there, I stopped right away because I wasn't used to it. But, that's how it is. But let's see what this guy got to say right here.
After 4 weeks of sitting on a shelf, nothing had mold on it except for one portion of the french fries.
This is month 4, and this is what my homemade chicken wing looks like. Month 4 of the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. There's no mold on these chicken nuggets in month 4.
Mold won't touch this. What do you think it's doing in your body? It is absolutely repulsive that people still eat this shit. It's not chicken. You wonder why you're unhealthy. You wonder why you're gaining body fat. You're literally eating chemically ridden foods day after.
Let's talk about this. Oh. It's it's sad because a lot of people have seen, they know that this food is bad for you, this food is no good, and they still pull up to that drive-through and order themselves 2 cheeseburgers and fries and a Diet Coke. Why? It's hard. It took me like 4 years to stop. Like I said, stopped, but a lot of people, and then you get into the grocery stores and you come to find out that a lot of food there, because I worked at a Ralph's grocery store, and I kept up with what they said, but they freeze those fruits for a long time. I heard 4 years. They freeze the fruits for 4 years. That's why when you get their fruits, everything is soggy. You cut the avocado, water's coming out of it. A lot of people don't know. That's why a lot of times I don't go to some get-togethers in the neighborhood because I don't know what kind of food they're cooking with. But they, when I knew that they put plastic and they put cologne and perfume in the food, it was an automatic. I had to boycott. I had to, because your body is your temple, right? So you just letting anything come inside, and then you say, oh, I got cancer. Well, you've been having worms in you for a minute or two.
After a day thinking you're eating something healthy, wake up. Shit is disgusting. There's a video showing Chick-fil-A rotting after 4 weeks of sitting on a shelf. Nothing had mold on it except for one portion of the french fries.
This is month 4, and this is what my homemade chicken wing looks like. Month 4 of the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. There's no mold on these chicken nuggets in month 4.
Mold won't touch this. What do you think it's doing in your body? It is absolutely repulsive.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt when I picked up my cheeseburger from behind the toaster. That was there for about a week. And I told everybody, but nobody cared, you know. It was just, you know, me and the world. But it's crazy.
Look at the bread, it's hard. The cheese, the chicken, still look the same. Because cheese melt. Cheese melt, right, America? Cheese is not melting at all. That's plastic. See that? Cheese melt.
Wow.
Let's wake up. Get healthy. No junk food. Wake up Wednesday. See that meat?
You know, this is true. They're using the cheapest product, but it tastes so good. You know, I always wonder why. You know, they put a lot of stuff in there. A lot of stuff they put in there are chemicals. And worse than cocaine. You know, it's addictive. You see, it gets you coming back. You want that taste, and it's so bad for you. It's bad, BAD. Horrible. You know. Yeah. So we got to be careful.
It's not a game. Look, fries still look the same. Look at your fries. Chick-fil-A. Look, still look the same. You want some? Chick-fil-A's been on my balcony. Look at that. The only thing tearing up is the bag.
Wow.
We're doing the Chick-fil-A experiment on why you shouldn't eat junk food. This is after a month.
Damn.
My friend left this here in my house a month ago, so I decided to do an experiment.
If you were starving to death, be honest, would you eat that? Put it in the chat box. Would you eat that? Because you know it'll fill you up for a minute. That stuff's loaded with worms. You're just eating worms. You're gonna have parasites in your body. It's worse than starving.
Leave it on my balcony. Look at the bread, it's hard. The cheese, the chicken, still look the same. Side because cheese melt. Cheese melt, right, America? Cheese is not melting at all. That's plastic. See that? Cheese melt. Let's wake up. Get healthy. No junk food. Wake up Wednesday. See that meat? It's not a game. Look, fries still look the same. Look at your fries, Chick-fil-A. Look, still look the same. You want some?
You want some?
Turns purple when you put iodine on it. It means it's dangerous for your health. If you pour hot water over an apple and see a thin white film melt, it's the wax used to make them more shiny and tempting. If your soda is less fizzy than you see in the ads, it's because they use aspirin to make it even more fizzy. If your pizza don't have the same perfect cheese pull than the advert, it's because they mix glue with melted mozzarella and spread it generously. If you made it that far, comment from which city you've seen this video. And don't forget to follow to discover more food secret. I've just realized that almost everything we eat is fake. If you put an industrial muffin in a sieve and crush it underwater, all you'll be left with is some kind of chemical plastic paste. If you put $1 orange juice in a cup, put your husband's favorite handkerchief in it and stir. It will absorb all the dyes and chemicals if you put a lump of butter in hot water. And it doesn't melt. Then it's chemical butter or margarine. If you're
Look, who's gonna do all that? Who got time for that? We're trying to survive out here. Nobody got time to be mixing your daughter's underwear with orange juice to find out if it's real or not. This is some sick shit. But anyway, this is true. I'm gonna get a microscope. I'm getting a microscope. I gotta come in. So I'm gonna be looking up every food I eat, seeing if bacteria, worms are in it. We're going to another level.
cottage cheese turns purple when you put iodine on it, it means it's dangerous for your health. If you pour...
I got iodine. Okay, I'll try that. I got iodine, but I don't eat cottage cheese no more. Wow. I know it's fake. I know it's bad. Just looking at it, I know it's bad, you know? So... Now this one is very important. This is why I don't buy my chicken from any major store like Ralph's or Vaughn's or whatever, Lion or Sprout or anywhere. I buy my meat from Meat Market, Family Meat Market.
Been circulating social media
They might hate her for
regarding chicken. Apparently, a few people have gone out shopping and bought chicken. However, when they get home, this is what they get. I want you to read the labels. When you are buying chicken, it should say pasture raised, organic, no GMO. Read your labels. Cheap doesn't always mean good. Your health is important. If you enjoy...
Wait, it's not good. Look. If your chicken or your food is coming wrapped up in plastic, it's not good. It's automatically not good. But it tastes good. But it's not good. It's not good. Because I worked at a High C. High C's the kids drink that you poke the straw into the bag and you drink it. Now everything in there is bad from A to Z. When they had a chemical spill, all that High C drink spilled on the floor, and it was so they had to close the plant down because that was a big amount of glue. That was just glue. It was nothing but glue. And I never drank another one again. It's things like that freak you out, you know. You gotta go in there and see what's going on, you know. Play.
For this video, follow us for more, and as always, stay healthy. healthy and stay safe. Okay, my healthy friends, a few videos have been circulating on social media regarding chicken. Apparently, a few people have gone out shopping and bought chicken. However, when they get home, this is what they get. I want you to read the labels. When you are buying chicken, it should say
They do it with fishes too. China,
pasture raised, organic, no GMO.
China made a contract with Nigeria and said, we're gonna sell you these fake fish. And for Nigeria to stop all the fishing, because if the people are still fishing, they're not gonna buy the fishes. So they're gonna pass laws where you can't fish anymore, just like they do here in California. You know. So and then you have to have a license, and then they make it so expensive, so you can't even get the license, so you can't fish no more. So this is what they were doing. And the people in Nigeria revolted and said, hell no, we're not going to take that. And then they went on social media and was showing off. We'll watch it right now. We'll watch the fake fish.
Read your labels. Cheap doesn't always mean good. Your health is important. If you
Oh no, that song of the year perfectly hurt.
This is what y'all eat at Taco Bell.
I could never eat at a fast food. For now.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, that song of the year perfectly hurt.
This is what y'all eat at Taco Bell.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, that song of the year perfectly hurt.
This is what y'all eat at Taco Bell.
But you know what? I was eating these beans, and I was eating, and I was like, this tastes like rat, and I could never eat it again. It just didn't taste right. My body was like signaling, like beep beep, intruder. You know, it was just like, this is not what it is. Spit it out. I could never go back. So I don't buy that brand no more. I'm disgusted. I believe I had rats. Because ever since Biden got in office, they've just been, going crazy, man. Going crazy with it.
Developed a method to create edible steaks from human feces. Unbelievable? Well, it's happening. Mitsuyuki Aikida, a researcher at the Okayama laboratory, collaborated with Tokyo Sewage to address sewage mud excess. They discovered the content in the mud contains high protein due to bacteria. So, the team isolated and combined these proteins with a reaction enhancer. Result? Synthetic steak. The meat comprises of 63% protein, 25% carbs, 3% lipids, and 9% minerals.
That guy must be hung and then shot. Why would you do something like that? He got too much time on his hand. Go get a job. You're not smart. That guy is scary. That somebody that would do something like that and think of doing something like that has problems. Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, here we go.
Houston, we got a problem. Now check this shit out. I bought this brand fish. It said it's supposed to be wild caught, right? Wild caught from Ecuador. Now I ain't knocking nobody hustle, but this just don't seem kosher to me. Now watch this. This is a slice of fish. This is supposed to be whitey. Right? It's got skin on everything. Look at it. Right? The insides of it is like a diaper material. Look at that. You know, like a wet diaper? Right? Now watch this. Now where do you know a fish, you can squeeze it like a sponge, like this? Where on the planet you know you can squeeze a fish like that? Now look. Put it back in the water.
What the hell?
Yep. Houston, we got a problem. Now check this shit out. I bought this brand fish. It said it's supposed to.
Look at all this stuff. Look. Like I said, if it's coming in a plastic bag, it's not good. Because first of all, they put preservatives to make that food last long. That's what causes cancer also. Second, they put it in a plastic bag. These plastic bags are toxic. It's horrible. Whoa.
Yeah. This fish, this is a plastic fish that we bought from the shop, Africa shop in London. So we bought it for £10. Just imagine what it is now. You see, this is a plastic fish. You know, when we are pressing it, it will be coming out. Water will be coming out like foam. So this is a foam, it's not fish. Just look at. Just look at. You can see it. Do you see? Do you see a plastic fish? Do you see a plastic fish?
Yeah.
Do you see a plastic fish? You see? You see? Yeah. This fish, this is a plastic fish that we bought from the shop, Africa shop in London. So we bought it for £10. Just imagine what it is now. You see, this is a plastic fish. You know, when we are pressing it, it will be coming out. Water will be coming out like foam. So this is a foam, it's not fish.
You know who would still eat this? Hood rats. Ghetto. That's where these items are being sold the most. And they're eating it. Having cancer, having problems. Doctors are getting rich. Oh, it's horrible. You see.
Just look at. Just look at. You can see it. Do you see? Do you see a plastic fish? Do you see a plastic fish?
Yeah.
Do you see a plastic fish? You see?
And this is in Africa. This is in Africa.
You see?
That's sad.
Yeah. This fish, this is a plastic fish that we bought from the shop, Africa shop.
Yeah, we really got to be careful because the FDA ain't doing their job. You know, and they're putting all these chemicals in our food and running to the hospital. We got to be more careful in what we eat, where we go, what we watch, because we're seeing that these things affect our frequency. It affects our body. It affects the way we think, the way we do things. So we got to be really careful what we're putting into our temple and know that we only live once, you know. And family members of mine are going through some health issues right now. So, you know, it's always good to always stay up and know that you got a long, you know, I got like 70 more years to go. So you can't be messing around. You gotta take care of your body.